Halo guys, selamat datang di YouTube channelnya Monprank. Hari ini saya hadirkan lagi teman saya, beliau bernama Geston. Dia adalah seorang gitaris, ya tepatnya seorang mungkin aliran metal dan lain sebagainya. Tapi kita akan tanya lebih dalam ke beliau. Jadi ini saya hadirkan betul-betul real ya buat teman-teman. So kita sudah penasaran tamu kita hari ini. Geston, how are you?
Hey, doing all right. How you doing?
I'm really good. Gaston, maybe you can telling with us like where are you from?
Sure. I'm from Orlando, Florida.
Oh,
Been
Florida.
playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe can you introduce about yourself in the music something like
Yeah.
mm,
I've been playing guitar pretty much more than half my life. But this finger style acoustic, I was showing you before this,
yes.
the finger style acoustic stuff.
Hmm.
These are all original songs. I've been doing them for about 7 to 8 years at this point.
Okay.
And yeah, primarily that's what I do is the finger style
Wow.
acoustic guitar stuff.
So how long you already been practice in the guitar or something like that?
Just in guitar in general, we're like 17 years maybe.
Wow.
More than half my life, so it's been ever since I was like 14, 15. So
Okay. That's really
yeah,
amazing. So maybe can you show for us just like little bit technique about fingerstyle or something?
sure, yeah. So what you were hearing right now, actually, it's back here. This that was one of my original songs
Okay.
that I wrote. To give you the technique, sort of, we have to start with the tuning. You know,
Okay.
it's an open D tuning, but when you put it up here, it's I guess I'm gonna assume open F tuning.
Okay.
So that's how you start off with. And the techniques that I use are again generally are
Mm-hmm.
um, the usual finger style stuff you would see. I usually
Mm-hmm.
put my pinky here
Okay.
as an anchor or a pivot,
Mm-hmm.
and I use all my other fingers to. So the thumb and the rest of the fingers keep two different beats.
Okay.
So you would use that thumb.
Wow.
I got the big thumbnail on purpose.
Okay.
But yeah, you would use that thumb to essentially play your bass notes, and you use the rest of them. Whether you're doing it, I usually keep it like this unless
Okay.
I'm doing something elaborate.
Okay.
So that's pretty much my technique there.
Oh wow. That's really amazing. So that's the
Yeah,
name finger style.
yeah, finger style acoustic guitar.
Oh, I
So
understand.
that's exactly what it is.
So
So
maybe like you have like favorite genre or something?
sorry,
Like you have favorite genre. What is your favorite genre?
I'm sorry. What
Like genre. Blues or rock or metal?
genre? My favorite. Sorry, yeah. So my favorite genre is I'm a metalhead. I like metal. I've
Metalhead.
been loving metal my whole life, and I
Okay.
started off electric guitar and doing the scales and the chords,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of one note, two note stuff.
Okay.
That eventually I converted over to what I do. But
Okay.
it started a while back, yeah, with metal. Then
Wow.
you get into stuff with more complex things like rock and blues. I
Oh
love
wow.
doing blues scales and stuff,
Okay.
and I like doing a lot of minor stuff, minor melodic stuff, scale. That's where it transitioned to.
Wow.
So genre, yeah. Started with metal. We'll always love metal.
Okay.
Then we got rock and blues and the stuff you would normally hear with a guitar.
Wow, that's really amazing. So maybe you have like favorite guitarist. What is your favorite guitarist?
My preferred guitarist.
Yes.
Right now, I venture more towards the acoustic stuff. We're talking about people
Yeah.
like the people out there who are currently considered some of the best.
Yeah.
I go back to days where there's the artist here in the U.S. is called Andy McKee. Andy McKee, Don Ross, Antoine Defer.
Okay.
You got this of the other guys who are like Calum Graham, I think is his name.
Mm-hmm.
Many other people from this company called Candy Rat. They're the
Yes.
ones that play the acoustic stuff, like the acoustic fingerstyle stuff, and like some of the best. So I prefer those. Also in the metal world,
Mm-hmm.
big fan of
Yes.
prog rock, prog metal, things like Opeth,
Okay.
Porcupine Tree, Dream Theater.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So preferred guitarist there, Michael Ockerfeld,
Yes.
John Petrucci.
Yes.
You also got the guys over at, I mean, back in the day,
Oh wow.
Dimebag Darrell, Alexi Laiho from Children of Bodom.
Okay.
Those are my preferred guitarists.
Oh wow, that's really amazing. Jadi itu ya teman-teman, sedikit percakapan kita dengan beliau ini yang mana penyampaian musiknya di dalam berpengalaman hidup. Ya, semua gitaris lah. Saya bilang sangat luar biasa sekali. So brother, I just wanna show you some fingerstyle thing. This is one video. His name is Alip Bata. I just only wanna explain a little bit. It's okay. Just wanna show for you and asking what do you think after. What do you think after you look at this? That's okay.
Sure, no problem. Yeah, you see these guys definitely on YouTube. These younger people who are just like lightning quick and precise.
Oh, you already know him.
This person was transitioning through different chords and basically keeping two different beats consistently. These people they're obviously practice a lot at what they do.
Oh yeah.
So it seems to me like that dude's got it down.
You know this guy before or something?
Um, Unless maybe I ran into him on YouTube at some point. I don't
Oh
think
wow.
so.
So I
Yeah.
just only wanna explain with you. His name is Alipbata. Yeah,
Mhm.
fingerstyle thing too from Indonesia. If you know something like that. So maybe can you explain what the technique about the?
Yep. I mean, finger style is essentially the difference between picking and finger style is that
Mhm.
you free up your fingers,
Yes.
and the technique sounds a little different. It's not as loud as picking,
Okay.
but it frees up your fingers, as I was mentioning,
Mhm.
for you to create two different kinds of beats,
Okay.
and you free up your strings.
Mhm.
And when you practice enough, you can essentially make it seem so that you have two different almost like two different instruments, a bass and a treble
Okay.
kind of thing, playing two different beats at the same time.
Wow.
So in one of my songs, it was
Mhm.
it'd be something like this. Let me see if I can actually get it.
Okay.
So if I was doing, let's say, like something bluesy,
Yes.
funky, or whatever.
Wow. Wow.
Right.
Wow.
So thanks. So you try to. It's never easy. You have to kind of try to
Yes.
consistently, because a lot of this stuff requires you to sort of simulate the lows and the highs
Yeah.
in their own respective beats.
Yes.
So it's a lot of fast finger changes and positions and slides that
Okay.
usually when you're a good player, it requires a lot of practice.
Yes.
But fingerstyle in general, it's really it's what it sounds like.
Yeah.